Hi guys, namaskar, and today we're going to talk about trends. It's actually my favorite topic, but we've talked about trend following many times. लेकिन trend जब pause करता है और resume करता है, इसके बारे में हमने ज़्यादा बात नहीं किया. So today we're going to talk about a special pattern that you can use as a trader to indicate whether the trend is going to continue or not. And it's called, actually, I won't tell you what it's called. Let me first talk about what I mean. So, very simply, trend ऐसा generally दिखता है. Markets move up and they pause. Now, in this time, you get a certain pattern, and if that pattern breaks out, the trend is likely to resume. Now, does this happen every time? Of course not. It happens most of the times, and it's one of the tools you can use as a trader or even as an investor on a high time frame to see, is the market done consolidating and is it likely to continue on its up move. So before we actually talk about the pattern, I want to make sure that you understand the basics of why a trend forms. पहले तो जानना है, देखो, the big shark or the big whale in the market is not you, is not me. It's institutions. Institutions like mutual funds or pension funds or hedge funds or banks like they have in America who actually trade and invest. These are the big sharks, जिसको हम FII, DII भी बोलते हैं. So now, जाहिर सी बात है, अगर किसी के पास बहुत सारा पैसा है, a corpus and institution wants to invest in, say, a good company over a long period of time, intraday तो नहीं हो रहा है यहाँ पे, ठीक है? They're obviously investing that corpus over a long period of time. And यहीं पर we are able to create and see the footsteps in the sand of these investors. So let's understand this. Let's suppose there is a institution with a large sum of money. So this box represents the treasure chest, the AUM, the amount of money they want to invest in one particular stock. And what they'll do is they'll divide this capital into multiple parts. So they'll say, okay, capital part 1, entry, then tranche 2, then tranche 3, tranche 4, so on and so forth. And they won't do this on an intraday basis. They'll do it, say, every quarter or every few months. Now, this is one FII. Now, I say FII very loosely. It could be any institution. When multiple FIIs actually believe that they should do this, so one more treasure, one more treasure, one more treasure chest, one more treasure, and they all have their own buying schedules over a period of time, this accumulation of constant buying over a long period of time results in this uptrend. Now, the market can't straight go up. There'll be times where these guys or other people are not buying. So, this portion is very special. We call this consolidation, right? Consolidation. And consolidation we also call sideways. We also call, अरे अब क्या करूं, market तो कुछ कर नहीं रहा. In this space, two things can happen. Now I want you to think about the psychology, okay? When these people are buying, the market is pushed up, right? So you buy, the bidding is happening, market is being pushed up. At this time, no one is bidding. Okay? Two things can happen now. Either someone from the other side comes and says, not comes, but they believe that the stock is overpriced and many institutions start selling. If that happens, the market will actually fall, right? But if that doesn't happen, it will basically return. All the selling that happens in the consolidation phase will be very, very small. This is actually an opportunity for institutions to dump the stock and sell. If that selling does not happen, so the absence of selling pressure creates consolidation. Okay, you should write this down. The absence of selling pressure creates consolidation. And because of that, you'll have small bars going up and down, doing this small sideways move. Isme se there is one pattern, and the name of the pattern is called the inside day. Now let's talk about the inside day. I'm going to draw this again. So imagine we have let's zoom into this area, okay? Imagine there is a large green bar. I actually have a green marker here as well. I'll just use that. There's a green large bar, okay? Back in the day, we used to call this the wide range bar. This is when the buying pressure was actually alive. Now, if the next bar is smaller and within the body or within the wicks of the previous wide range bar, This is called an inside bar, right? This is called an inside day. Okay. Always recommend do this on the daily time frame or do this on the weekly time frame. I love the monthly time frame. Don't do it on a 35-minute charts, 30-minute charts, 60-minute charts. It is too small and it's just a waste of your time. Now this bar could be green or red. The color does not matter. Remember, the price action means कि the market is sideways and there was no selling pressure. यहाँ पे लोग बेचना शुरू करते हैं, तो market should have fallen, but that did not happen. So it means that there was absence of selling and now the market is sideways. So now we know one thing only. No, we know two things. First, we are in an uptrend. First thing. Second, there was an inside day, a sideways day, an indecision day where there was no selling. We need to know one more thing. Are there any buyers left? So what will happen next is we need the next bar to actually break this high and then continue upwards. So if this break happens, we know that means this high has been broken. We know that the market is now likely to continue on its upward trajectory. This is called an inside day. Let me show you some examples. So now the inside day can be used as a reversal pattern or a continuation pattern. What we saw here is a continuation pattern. So market goes up, inside day, breaks the high of the inside day, it resumes and it moves up. So let's see examples of the continuation pattern. I have over here this stock. You see, nice big candle moving up. The next day is this doji-ish bar within the previous day's entire move. So that's our inside day. And immediately the next bar actually breaks the high. And as soon as the high is broken, we can say, okay, now the market is likely to move up. The market moves up from there. I have another example over here. It's actually the same, but they look a little different. So don't get caught up in very stringent rules कि high अगला दिन break होना चाहिए, high 20 पैसा से miss हो गया. Don't think so stringently, right? Understand the psychology, understand the pattern itself, the price action. So here you'll see a very big, large, wide range bar. The first bar is inside bar. The second bar, that's the third bar from the first, broke the inside bar ka high and nothing happens. The next two bars do nothing. So it's still sideways. And then finally this bar breaks out and the trend continues. Now, my point is, this textbook scenario doesn't always happen. The basic pattern is inside day, break high. At some point, it will continue to move up. It may not happen immediately. So like you see over here, it took a few bars before that takeoff actually happened. And I'll show you one more example where the move was not very explosive. So we have this bar and then an inside bar. So there's a small bar followed by an inside bar. The high is broken and then the next bar is moved up. The next bar is slightly up and then a big move up, then small moves up. So no one knows whether it's going to be explosive or like a staircase up move. All we know is uptrend, inside day, no selling, buying resumes, it's likely to continue. And it makes logical sense, right? There's no magic indicator, it's just fact. Pehle se buying chal rahi thi, fact. Inside day hua, that means people aren't buying, but not enough selling also, fact. Third, buying resumes, also fact. The market, then you can say we are likely to move up. So does this happen every time? Of course not. But if you find some examples, post it in the comment. I'd love to see if you found some interesting examples where it didn't work and some examples where it did work. Then let's move forward. Same logic, but let's reverse it and look at a down move. We have a red bar you see over here. That's a breakdown. You have the next bar, which is doji-ish. That's your inside day. The next bar after that is also another inside day. Then a breakdown and then it moves lower. So this is also the same thing. I'll show you one last example. This is a huge bar down. Then we have this doji-ish move. This is not an inside bar, by the way, because it's broken the previous bar's low. The bar after that is an inside bar. Few bars of sideways, breaks the low, and we have finally fallen down. Now we've talked about continuation patterns using the inside day logic. Now let's use the same logic for a reversal move. Okay, so you can use this basically anywhere. What I'll do is I will rub this part and let's talk about the same logic, same psychology, same everything, but in a reversal scenario, not a continuation pattern scenario. Let me explain how this works. So imagine markets move up, come down, and now markets are here. Now, same logic applies. This is resistance, right? And let's suppose, there's one more move here. And so we have resistance over here, and market has come again to this point. Now, over here, two things can happen. Either our institutions come and they buy and the market just breaks out because there will be selling pressure here for sure. But if that buying does not come, because of the absence of buying, because selling will happen at resistance, markets will fall, correct? So over here, if you get an inside day, you know for a fact that the buyers did not show up. And just because of that simple logic, because there was no buying pressure, markets will do what? They will fall. So very simple, you can see this example over here. You can see markets, this is the support line. Markets came down to that support line, there's that red bar, there's an inside day, market reverses and moves up, and we have the market reverse because of the inside day. The same thing on the example I just showed you here. So I'll show you now a fall from resistance. We have resistance over here. This big green bar with a long wick tried to break. It didn't happen. The next day we got an inside bar. And then from there, the inside bar low was broken and the market then reversed. The inside bar simply tells us the absence of buying or selling. And hopefully it's one more tool you as a trader can use to figure out where the market is likely to move. If you found this useful, please comment karo, subscribe karo, and tell me what other videos we should make. See you in the next one.